I'm going to get you all stood up. Stand in with your feet in a shoulder width position. And just remember, I need to turn my timers on. That would help, wouldn't it? So yeah, standing in a shoulder width position, which basically means that the edge of your shoulder, this little bone here, is going to be in line with the inside of your heels. Okay, that's good. All right, so I want to have your arms downwards towards the floor. Make sure from here you're rolling your shoulder blades back and down, so you can already feel a little bit of tension just in your upper back, so between the shoulder blades here. And then we're just going to do some circles going through the body, but as we come up and over, I want you to look up, stretch your neck, and then look down, and then follow the arm. So we're going to start that now. So just look down, stretch through the back of the neck, and then from the front, and then just keep going slowly on each repetition, working through into a nice big stretch, opening up the chest. I'm just going to do one more of those. And I want you to just hold your arms at the top here. Okay, the shoulder blades roll back and down. I want you to just be pushing the hands towards the floor. So as you do that, I want you to feel like you're squeezing the bottom of your shoulder blades. Okay, so you might also feel it right in the middle as well. But really feel like you're just pushing your shoulder blades towards your hips. Really feel it right at the very bottom. You shouldn't be shrugging, so these muscles around your neck should be nice and relaxed. Good. So keep that tension in your back, squeeze between the shoulders. It's good. And now just pause. Okay, so we're going to be doing those circles again, but we're going the opposite arm forward. Closer to the body. So we're going round and just change the arm, which is closest. So just do the opposite side. Nice and slow. Get as high as you can. Try and really lengthen up the arms. But get right up to the roof. Chin tucked in. It's good. And on your next repetition, I want you to just leave the arms up in the air. That's good. Okay, so just look at your right hand. So just look over, stretch your neck. Good. I want you to look over at your left hand and stretch your neck. Good. Go right to the outside of your shoulder and then look back at your right hand. And then we're going to drop the left arm so it's on the inside of the knee. Now we stay looking at that right arm. Go down, reach to the floor, reach to the inside of your ankle, and then come back up and repeat. Okay, so we're just going to be keeping moving. Doing this one for time, so don't worry too much about repetitions. We're just going to keep moving. Keep going right down to the floor. Going back up, so nice dynamic stretch. Keep going. Try and keep the tempo quite even on each time, each repetition. Good. Okay, and then get to the top. And now lift that arm up. Look over at the left hand. Good. Drop your right arm to the inside of your knee. And again, work your way down. Nice and slow, controlled. And repeat. You should feel this stretch in your lower back. You should feel it underneath your ribs. You want to feel like you're opening up your chest as well. Your left side particularly. Try and feel like your shoulder blade on that right arm is staying down still. No shrugging. It's good. Okay, this will be your last one. Okay, get to the top. We're going to bring both arms back up. I want you to just tilt your head back, stretch one more time, just through the top of the neck, just lean back slightly, open up the chest. Good. And then just tuck your chin in, go into a neutral head position, just lean over your hips, try and do it vertebrae by vertebrae, so you go from the top to the back down to the bottom. We're going to try and get the palms flat on the floor. This is where like blocks might come in handy, but just try your best. Fingers are facing forward. Feet are still in that shoulder width position. And so you try and push the palm into the ground. Just hold. And whilst you're in this position as well, I want you to look through your legs. Keep your chin tucked in. Round the shoulders as much as possible. So get a nice stretch in your upper back. That's it. Keep holding. Okay, so stay down. And now just take your hands to the ankles. So you're just going to be holding on top. Whilst you're here, just try and push your chest a little bit more towards your heels. Okay, so chin tucked in, just push through a little bit more. Keep looking through the legs. Keep those knees extended. Keep holding. That's very good. And now, stay down again, but take the hands to the floor, but this time behind the heels. And we want the palms to face forward. Okay, and again, it's a bit of an, if you can't get the palm flat, you're going to be on your fingertips. Okay, but if you can get the palms flat, then brilliant. So it's exactly what we want. It's good. Keep holding. Feel like you're pushing the arms forward as well, so you're stretching a little bit through the biceps and the forearms. That's good. Okay, and then I want you to just go hands back on top of the ankles. Right, so whilst we're here at the top, I want you to push your knees outwards. So you still got your hips nice and high, but just push your knees out. Give your knee joint a little bit of support from your quadricep muscles. Then we're just going to drop the hips down into that nice deep squat position. And you should find that your elbows are lined up. Actually, find you in this position here. So on elbows inside the knees. Remember, the toes should be facing out that 11, 1 o'clock position. Try and push your knees out slightly with your elbows. It's good. And then I want you to keep your arms as they are. So the elbows are going to stay fixed inside the knees. But now take the hands off one at a time. Come to the middle. Just clasp the hands together. Push the hands in towards each other nice and hard. And at the same time, push the knees apart. Okay, so trying to sit lower as we go throughout the time here. So you're trying to sit more into your heels, more stretch into your glutes. Keep pushing the knees that slight bit further each time as well. Keep going. It's good. Keep holding. Make sure the chest stays up, shoulders stay back. Good. Okay. Take the hands back to the top of the ankles. And then I want you to extend the knees again and look through. Again, try and push a little bit more. So we want to be getting closer to the legs every single time. Hold in. Try and get your head almost through the legs if you can. In. Keep looking in to that far wall. Good. Okay, then again here at the top, just push the knees out slightly, stabilize that knee joint. And I want you to just sit low into your heels once more. Okay, so as we were before, elbows are lined up inside the knees. Sit low into your heels. It's good. And then from there, we're going to lift up the right arm, which I know looks like my left. It's good. And I want you to just lean slightly into your left hip. Okay, so just lean slightly into the left hip, only a couple of inches, and just hold that position there. Yeah, that does a little bit more on that right side. Just loading a little bit more through your left glute. Keep going. Nearly there. Keep feeling like you're reaching back towards the crown of the head. And drop that hand down. Good. Look through again. Push your over. So we want to be getting the chest as close to the legs as we can. Keep holding. Keep going. Doing really well. Remember to round the back. It's not often I say that, but on this one you do want to round the back. You want as much flexion as possible. So really get a nice curvature into the spine. Good. Nice. And then again, from the top, drive the knees outwards, stabilize the knee joint, sit low into your squat position again. Good. And then as we were, chest up, shoulders back, elbows on the inside of the knees. Now lift the left arm off. That's good. Okay. And then just lean into the opposite side slightly. Just stay low. Keep holding that position. That's good. Nice. And then take that hand back. Final time. This is quite a short one, actually. Push up again. Hopefully, you're now further than you were 5 minutes ago. That's good. Okay, and then final time, push the knees out. Sit into your heels. That's good. We're going right arm off. Going left arm off. Hold on 10 seconds in this one. Keep holding. Good. 3, 2, 1. Hands underneath the shoulders. Okay, just step back on your left leg. So you just lean in one side forward. So you're in that Spider-Man position there. I want you to drop your back knee to the ground. Okay, so in this position here, your hands should be just level with the arch of your foot. Okay, if not, obviously a bit further. And then I want you to stretch through on both arms. Just arm forward as you can. Push your hips through. So tilt the pelvis under, push the hips forward. Keep holding. That's good. Okay, this is the tricky bit, so this bit's not too bad. Now I want you to go from straight arms to bent arms. Arms down, so your elbows are underneath your shoulders. Okay, so you're in a plank position if you like. Now just push the hips forward from there. Good. Keep holding. Holding. Keep holding. Doing well. Keep pushing those hips through. And then just go back to straight arms. It's good. And I want you to just step through into that deep squat position again. Knees out. But this time go palms facing forward. Okay, so fingers are facing away. Palms are facing forward. You want to try and keep that chest up. You want to try and keep those shoulders back. This is all great strength work for your lower body as well. So palms facing forward, sit nice and deep into your heels. Get that chest up. Keep holding. It's good. Okay, now go palms facing forward. Step back on your opposite leg. Drop that knee to the floor. Okay, just hold the position. Just making sure that you've got the hips pushing forward, the pelvis tucked under, the hands level with the foot. Good. And then start to reach through. Both arms straight. Good. Tuck the chin in. Keep your head in a neutral position, just looking down. Good. Keep going. And then for the tricky bit, go elbows underneath shoulders. Forearms are resting on the floor. Try and do that from a slightly different angle. So like I said, that's where we should be. Just pushing the hips through. Good. Okay, and then go from bent arms to straight arms, hands underneath the shoulders, and then as we did before, step through into that deep squat, palms facing away. Sit nice and low again, push your knees apart, stretch your forearms, try and lift up your chest. Don't have your hands too close together, so still try and keep a little bit of a gap there, just so you're not shortening your pectorals too much. That's good. Nice. Quite a short one, this comparison. And then go hands facing forward. Good. Step back again on your opposite leg. Drop your knee to the ground. This position now. And then what we're going to do with the opposite arm to the knee, I want you to just turn the palm upwards. Okay, so just reach forward. Okay, so this is the opposite arm to the forward leg. Drop your head just inside your elbow. Okay, so drop your head just inside your elbow. Just hold that position. Stretch for as much as you can. Try and get the thumb on the floor if you can on that hand, which is obviously turned upright. Good. Okay, and then turn the hand over. Bring it back so it's underneath your shoulders. And then push both palms into the floor. And extend your knee. Forward leg to drive your back heel into the ground. Ideally, we want both hands flat on the floor. If you can't do that again, this is where you might want to use a block. Lengthen both sides. Good. Keep holding. Drive your heel down. Good. Okay, now just slightly bend that front leg. Just slightly. Step back. Step round. Drop that back knee to the floor. Taking the opposite arm forward, palm facing up, so a little bit of rotation. Try and get your head just inside your elbow. And just reach through. Hold that position again. Really big stretch through. Still really trying to open up the hips, so you should feel this at the top of the hip. Keeping tucked under the pelvis. Just really try and stretch as much as you can. Keep holding. Brilliant. Okay, and now just turn that hand over. Bring it back. Okay, make sure both hands are underneath the shoulders. Again, push into the ground. Okay, go onto the balls of the feet on that back foot. Now just extend that front knee. Drive your back heel into the ground. Try and keep your body quite straight. So try and get as much extension behind your knees as you can on both sides. Front leg's going to fit more, of course, but you should fit a little bit stretching on the back leg as well. Try and get your head between your elbows. Hold in that position. Good. And then from there, just slightly bend your knee again, soften it. Step through into that deep squat position. Palms facing back. Open up the chest, keep your shoulders back and down. Good. Just hold. Hopefully we're getting a little bit deeper now. Just feels a bit more comfortable. Good. And then stay as you are. Just take your hands forward, and I want you to grip your toes quite tightly. So really grip your toes. From there, just going to take a little breath in. And as we breathe out, we're just going to extend the knees again. Gripped on the toes. And look through the legs. Hold that position. Keep pushing through. Doing lots of knee extension, lots of hamstring work. It's a little bit of a theme of today. This will improve throughout the session. Good. Okay, so what we need to do now is just loosen your grip on your toe. Rest your hand on top of your foot. And then I want you to think about how we're going to stand up. So we're not going to go up yet, but I want you to make sure you roll up through the top of your vertebrae. So think head first, but through each aspect of your spinal column. So from the top of the neck, through the middle back, and then through to the lower. Okay, so we'll start standing up now. Just roll up through the spine. Work your way down to the lower back. It's good. When we get to the top, I want you to reach up as high as you can. Okay, so we're just going to be doing some extension work through the spine. Okay, so when we do this, you shouldn't feel any pressure on your lower back. If you do, you're probably not doing this right. So what we want to do is we want to just tilt the pelvis under. Okay, so your glutes are engaged. So just tuck under with your glutes. And then I want you to lean back from the head first, work through your upper back, and just get towards the bottom of your ribs. And I want you to just feel like you're opening and up your rib cage, your lats, the insertion muscles here. And also just looking up as well, so you're stretching underneath the neck. But if you've got your hips and your pelvis in the right position, not much, you shouldn't feel any pressure on your lower back. Feel this purely just as a big stretch across the chest, and just open up. So keep holding. Very important work. Obviously, we spend a lot of time in flexion, like day-to-day activities. Really important that we open up, get used to extending this. That's good. Okay, I want to go into a neutral position. Just come forward with your hips. Good. Drop your arms down. Palms are now just resting against your hamstrings. So we're going to go down the same way as we came up. So we're through each aspect of the vertebrae, chin tucked in, and then roll down. And I want you to just take your hands to behind the heels. Okay, and then just the same as we did with the toes, grip the heels quite tightly. Okay, so get good grip on the heels, keep the knees extended, shoulders rounded, look through your legs. Keep holding. Really well. Good. Hopefully this is getting a little bit easier now. Good. And we're just going to come up the same way as we just went down. So remember, top of the vertebrae, top of the head, the body, the spine first. Work our way through, keep the arms scraping against the legs. It's good. So when we get to here, we're in the neutral spine. Engage your glutes again, tilt the pelvis. We need to reach back behind the body. Okay. So just open up that chest. And then from there, we're just going to lean back again. Open up. Okay, take your hands behind you. Just hold that position there. Like I said, if we get it right, we shouldn't feel any pressure in the lower back. So I said, if we get this right, we shouldn't feel any pressure in the back. So keep holding. Good. Keep the shoulder blades back and down. Feel like you're squeezing in the middle of your back. Keep looking up. Knees are obviously staying extended. Good. Okay, and go forward into that neutral spine. Good. Just lock your hands behind your back now. Good. Chin tucked in. I want you to roll down as we did before. Keep the arms locked. Hands obviously together. Just try and get as low as we can. Try just let the arms relax, so just let them fall into position. Keep holding. Just keep relaxing. Let the arms go as far as they want to go. With a nice tight grip on the hands. Just really open up the chest. Let those arms go. They'll just keep going further. Just keep relaxed. Keep going. Take them as far as they want to go. Keep going. Keep the elbows extended. That's good. Keep going. Okay, I want you to stay down Now just release the hands. So we're going to go hands underneath the shoulders. If you can, see if you can push your palms to the floor. We did that earlier. Hopefully that's got a little bit better. Good. Then I want you to just push your knees apart whilst you're at the top. So stabilize your knee joint. I want you to step back into a straight arm plank. Okay, so we're holding position here. So I want you to make sure that the arms are locked. We're squeezing between the shoulder blades. Then I want you to just now squeeze in the middle of your shoulder blades, okay? But when we do that, we're not going to be bending the arms. We're not going to be dropping the hips, okay? And we're not going to be moving the head too much either. So the head will stay pretty fixed. So I want you to just squeeze in between the shoulder blades like you're trying to squeeze a pencil in the middle of your back. So you're trying to make sure that doesn't roll away from position. And just keep going. Small movement. Just make sure that we aren't shrugging. And if you've got your hip position right, you should also feel your core muscles working quite a lot. So that's what we want to try and fit it in the core.
Scalp retract.
Go in.
Shoulders.
Good. Okay, so just pause at the top. I want you to just step your left leg out. Okay, and try and keep that flat on the floor. Yep. Let your body rotate onto the right arm. So your palm is staying flat, your hands in a side-on position. Open up your chest. You see my feet are in that staggered position there. Just giving me a little bit of extra stability. Just trying to hold. Open up the chest, keep the head back. Keep holding. Good. I want you to step your left leg over the right and let your arms just fall back behind you. Okay, so we've still got the hand in the same position. We're stretching through the biceps as well as strengthening. Good.
Yeah.
Push the toes away. Hold that reverse plank. Good. And now just slowly drop to the ground. Okay. I want you to just step your feet in so that the heels are just in front of your knees. And then I want you to take your hands from behind your shoulders and reach up. I feel like we're stretching as high as we can. What we're going to be doing is just pulling the shoulder blades in. Okay, so just retracting. The elbows are going to track towards the midline of your body. I want to make sure you're squeezing the muscles in your upper back. And we're just going to keep repeating that movement in the shoulders, staying in this upright position. But the catch is, we're going to lift the feet up. Okay, there's always a catch. All right, so I want you to use your core to hold you up. Hold you up. If you can't obviously keep the feet off the ground, then by all means drop the feet. Squeeze the muscles between the shoulder blades. Go nice and slow. Stay upright. That's good. And 3, 2, 1. Drop your feet to the floor. Okay, so what I want you to do now is just drop your hands to the floor as well. Okay. Now go reverse position as we were. Go straight legs, toes pointed. And if you can, lift up again. Hold that position there. So go into that reverse plank. So hips through, head back. We're not going to be here for long, don't worry. I want you to step your right leg over your left. Go into that staggered position. Hold your weight on your left. Open up the chest. And then fall forward into your push-up position again. So what we're going to be doing now is just squeezing between the shoulder blades, forward, squeeze in between the shoulder blades, walking the other hand forward, and then just repeating the process, making sure that the hips don't rotate, and we don't up the lower back. Okay, so keep it going. So squeeze, one forward, one back, squeeze, one forward, one back, going. Good. Doing well. Nice. And 3, 2, 1. Okay, just pause. It's good. All right, what you do now is just go left foot forward again. Rotate onto that right hand and hold. Good. And then step that leg back. Go back into your forward plank. Step the other leg forward. Hold on the other side. Looking up as well. And then fall back into your reverse plank. And just slowly make your way down to the ground. Okay, so you can drop your feet as well. Good. Arms up, have a big stretch. It's good. So same exercise as before. Bring the elbows in. Now we take one leg out, in, go up. So we go down, take one leg out, bring it in, and go up. Okay, and we alternate sides. 3, 2, 1, go. So elbows come in, one leg goes out, one leg comes in, the arms go up. Down, step out, step in, and go up. Keep going. Nice and slow. 10 seconds to go. Out. It's good. And just stop there. Okay, to just rest your feet on the ground. I want you to straighten your right leg. And then with your left side, just take your foot and tuck it in to the top of the hip. It's good. Okay, I want you to just now put your left hand on top of your left knee. Take your right hand up. I want you to take a big breath in. And as you out, reach forward. Rock your chest down your leg. And push your left knee to the floor. Yeah, keep holding that. Good. Keep that going. As low as you can. And then just come out of that stretch. Extend your left side. Tuck your right leg in. Same thing. I want you to push down. I want you to reach up. I want you to breathe in. I want you to breathe out. And reach for the foot. Try and get your chest as close to your leg as you can. Pushing forward.
Yeah.
Good. Now it's just come out of that stretch. Straighten both legs. Reach up. Little gap between the hands. Take a big breath in. And as you breathe out, go over. See how low you can get. Try and get your head as close to your thighs as you can, as close to your quads. Chin tucked in, shoulders rounded. Really good. Okay. And then slowly come out of that position there. We're going to go into now a butterfly position. So we're going to bring the heels in. So I want the feet pushing together. Just rest your forearms just on the tops of your knees. Okay, and just push down towards the floor. So quite a gentle one, shouldn't feel this too much. It's good. So from there, I want you to keep your legs in exactly the same position you're in. But now just lie back on the floor. I said your legs haven't changed. I want you to just take one finger and just put it in the middle of your navel, so middle of your belly button. And then we're just going to practice doing some deep abdominal breathing. So make sure you like that. What you're going to do is just try and take your initial breath in through your pelvic floor, so below your navel. Breathe in behind your belly button, up towards the top of your chest, your diaphragm, and then breathe out. And as you do that, you're going to relax all of your core muscles. All right, so you're going to breathe in. You'll see this vacuum effect here, that drawing in technique. Hold your breath, and then breathe out and relax. You should feel your core muscles just obviously return back to their resting state. So do that again. Breathe in, hold, and then breathe out and relax. It's good. Okay, so now take both arms behind your back. I want you to practice that breath in again, like this. But as you breathe out, I want you to try and sit up, okay? And then we're going to go down with control and repeat. So breathe in, breathe out, up, repeat, okay? So take it away. Stop. Yeah. Keep it nice controls. Looking up, keep chin up your chest. As high as you can. Slowly lower yourself back to the floor. If you do that too quick, you're not really going to have much control in your core, you won't really feel it. So last one. And then I want you to just stay on the ground. Just bring your feet to the middle. Okay, the middle as well. Lift up both legs. Okay. If you want to, it's up to you. You can put a finger on your navel again. What we're going to do here is just breathe in. Slowly take one leg forward until you feel that tension. Okay, just building, obviously through your core, and then come back and breathe out. And we're going to do the same leg every time. So you choose a side. And just always take that same leg forward. So you're just going out until you feel that biting point, that tension build up. And then coming back. If you feel like your back is still arching, you put a few fingers opposite your navel underneath your lower back on the same side. But that's up to you. If you get this right, you'll see that you're not moving very far. It's just about practicing deep abdominal breath and controlling your body and your limbs. Last one. Okay, now just drop your feet to the floor. It's only a little practice. Go back into the butterfly position. Good. Okay, keep the hands a little bit closer to the head. Just do one more set. Breathe in. Breathe out. And go down. Stop. Up. Go down slow with control. Keep going. Push your knees apart. Control the movement on the way down. Keep working your core.
Oh, yeah.
That's good. Then the last one. That's good. Okay, now bring your knees to the middle. Feet are flat. Lift up the knees again so they're level with the hip. Okay. Again, if you want to use a finger to feel the pressure, it's up to you. Breathe in hold, take the other leg forward, find the biting point, come back, and breathe out. So same thing. Find the tension. Come back and breathe out. Keep going. Nice controlled. And the last one. Okay, drop the feet to the floor. Separate the legs and go into that butterfly position. Good. Only doing 1 rep of this now, so just arms behind your back. Breathe in, breathe out. And then what I want you to do is just actually wrap the hands around the ankle. Okay, and just push your knees to the ground and lean forward. Okay, so lean forward over the hips. Okay, so knees to the floor, if you can, just lean forward over the hips. Okay, you can use your elbows to push down on your thighs, that's fine. Get as low as you can. Lean forward, keep it going. Nice. Okay, and then just grab a little bit higher up the ankle, elbows on your knees a bit more. How flexible you are. Breathe in, breathe out, and lean forward again. So just apply a little bit more weight toward the end of the thigh. Hold that position. Good. And stay low. Now wrap the hands around the toes. Just lean forward even more. So the aim is to almost try and get your head to your foot. Like that. Maybe a long-term goal, that one. So keep holding. And then slowly come out of the position there. That's good. All right, I want you to just bring your knees together. A big hug. Okay, and then just roll onto your back. In a controlled way. Good. So really squeeze the legs to your chest. Now I want you to just release your left leg and just carry on holding your right. So you're just going to be gripping underneath the knee, top of the shin, the tibia. Hold that position. Bring your knees high as you can. Get right up towards the top of the chest. Good. And I want you to take both hands behind your thigh. So just at the bottom of the hamstring. Just lock your fingers together. Keep pulling up. Now I want you to flex your foot. So toes pointed up. And then just extend your knee. Bring the leg back towards you as much as you can. Keep the knee extended. That's good. Holding that position. Nice strong grip on the leg. That's really good. Okay, now I want you to just run your hands up the leg. Go behind the calf muscles. Okay, so just hold that position. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, I want you to just lower your body towards the ground, okay? If you can get your shoulders on the floor, then well done. It's not easy to do. But keep a nice grip on that calf. Get as low as you can. If your shoulders are off the ground, don't worry. It's quite normal. Then you want to try and get as low as we can. Shoulders on the floor, head on the floor. Good. Okay, and now just bend that knee. Grip. Back in nice and tight, just below. Bring the other left side in. And then just release that leg that we were just stretching. Just carry on holding that on one side. That's good. Okay, take both hands now to the back of the thigh. Lower hamstring, keep pulling up. Flex the foot. And extend the knee. Good. Again, keep the toes pointed up. So facing down towards the hip. Try and get those shoulders flat. Nice. Controlled, slow breathing. Trying to relax the muscles. Not putting too much tension there. Now just reach up the leg. Keep that foot in the same position. Look up at the toes. Take a breath in. And as we breathe out, bring that leg back towards the chest. And hold. Keep the back of that knee extended. Keep a nice strong grip on the leg. Very good. Keep holding. Now bend the knee. Bring it in. And grab the other side as well. Hopefully now the knees very much at the top of your chest. They're not. I'm sure you're not far away. Just release your legs. Take them out and take the arms behind your back. Point your toes. Stretch your body as much as you can. So make your body as tall and as long as possible. Good. And now just breathe in. As we spoke about before, and then we're going to sit up. Reach through. Get as low as you can. Just hold. And then chin tucked in. Nice. Keep holding. And then just slowly come out of that stretch there. We need to reach up, open up the chest, look up slightly. Good. Bring the hands together. Drop the head down. Bring the arms down to the middle of your chest. And namaste. That's us finished. Well done, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that. Good stretch out for Saturday morning.